This is Grapplers Talk.
Yo, everybody. What is up? Episode 5 of Grapplers Talk.
We here.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God.
We are lucky to be with y'all this week.
What a week.
Yeah.
What a week.
Let's catch up a little bit. We had a great episode with Mr. Kalani Foster.
That was fire.
I'll tell you what, man. I had nothing but awesome feedback from our fans, listeners of the show, telling me how much they enjoyed the episode. I've personally listened to it multiple times.
Yeah.
On the way to school, it's funny. My little cousin, I'm taking him to school, and on the way, he wants to listen to the podcast, and so we're getting like little snidbits of it.
That's
and
funny.
I think we're like 20 minutes in, and he's like, "Oh man, this is so cool."
That's tight. That's tight. Yeah, I listened to it on my way to calls and stuff for work and everything like that. And if I go to Sacramento, I got plenty of time to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah,
But it was good, man. I felt like we could have talked forever. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it was an hour and 20 minutes almost. But I mean, dude, 3 guys talking jujitsu. I
yeah.
feel like we could have done it forever.
When you have common interests like that with people, you know, it makes the conversation everything much smoother, and it was a great episode. I said, I've got nothing but great feedback from everyone on the show, and we just appreciate all of our listeners, subscribers.
Yes.
Go out and send us a screenshot of your review on the podcast app or on Spotify, and we will send you a sticker.
We have more coming.
Yeah, we got plenty of stickers on their
Plenty
way.
coming.
Slap them on a water bottle. Let them know you're a fan of Grapplers Talk. And just catching up, man, I did do our fundraiser for Effective Arts Jiu-Jitsu Academy. And we had such a great turnout. Multiple academies in town showed up.
Good
and
food, too.
Yeah, it was a good event, man.
Yeah.
And, thank you to everyone who came out for that and supported. There was multiple people after the fact that hit me up and donated towards the fundraiser. And I mean, again, these people are from all over town, like different gyms, different areas. But, you know, the community and the love that we're getting from everything is just amazing. And just wanted to say thank you to everyone for showing up. Kalani was out there, and, you know, it was awesome vibes, man. Everyone said they had a great time. So I'm just really grateful for that. And, Chris, tell me a little bit about your week. How's everything been training? Obviously, so we don't have a guest, unfortunately, this week, just because I'm still, fighting off whatever this thing my daughter gave us is.
Toddlers.
You know, if you have kids, you know exactly what I'm dealing with, but I feel like I've been more sick this year than I ever have in my life. So, but yeah, tell me about training this week. How's everything been going? Primarily, what are you doing, gi, no gi? And let's just catch up a little bit.
Yeah, I missed Monday. As you know, you helped me. My water heater went out. I had to replace that bad boy last minute. And then I trained Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's been a little rough week for me. Not gonna lie, I don't know what it is. Just trying to get back in the swing of things or something. I don't know, but
There's ups and downs through the year, I feel like, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
yeah,
not everyone's going to have all the time in the world to go train. There's going to be times where your water heater goes out and you have to miss practice. And,
yeah.
And, you know, there's responsibilities with life, so.
Yeah, I feel weak this week.
Weak this week?
This week. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm trying to fight something off too. I don't know. But at any rate, when the sun starts shining, I'm going to go for my runs and I'll feel better.
Yeah. This upcoming weekend, we do have a fight to win that's close by.
We do.
Real excited about that. I saw that David from Buffalo Black is going to be on that card, correct?
Yeah. He's the jiu-jitsu meme guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome guy. He's pretty good, man. I've
You
rolled
train with him, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He's solid, man. I'm excited to watch that one. I was going to try to make it. Just not going to be able to, but I'm going to watch it on Flow. I'm going to watch from beginning to end. Don't you smirk at me about this. I see your little smirk.
What are you talking about?
Dave-
We have been arguing, guys. If you're listening to the show, we have had a couple little moments here where we're trying to get through things, but my beef with Chris is he doesn't go to the events. His beef with me is I don't watch the ones on Flow. So we both are kind of battling back and forth on that. Tell me what you like to do. Do you like to go to the events? Do you like to watch them on Flow? I don't know. It doesn't.
I feel like I get a lot of it watching it on Flow. I get to hear the commentary. I get to watch, closer angles and all that.
You like that experience?
I like going to the events because I like meeting the people. But sometimes, I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes between the funds and the kids, it doesn't line up.
Yeah. No, I get
These
it.
things are $50 a pop, man.
Yeah.
But I love going to the events. Don't get me wrong. You make me sound like I don't like going.
You don't.
You're making me the
You
villain
don't.
here.
You don't.
And
It's all good. You don't.
about to kick your ass right now.
See, the thing about
On the
Flow
podcast,
is
live.
The thing about Flow is you can go back at any time and watch them.
No,
so I
I
can
know.
go and catch up tomorrow or tonight or
But-
even after we're done recording.
But if I can't make it, then I don't have
But-
to miss it.
But
I can
some
still watch it.
of these events aren't televised, so you can't. You're missing things that
How
are
much of
once
the
in a lifetime.
ADCC trials did you just watch?
I've actually seen a lot of clips.
Oh,
I think it's impossible to watch all of the matches and break down all these guys.
sure,
And
sure.
so I've seen a lot of clips.
Good for you.
Yeah,
buddy.
I dig the ADCC
You're the
reels.
Instagram king. You got three
dude, I
of them.
love the reels, man.
No, it was good, dude. I actually got a chance with my wife, and kids. I don't know how, but I got to watch a lot of it, and it was awesome, man. There was a lot of local talent there.
How did you guys in the academy well up in the trials? You had a couple guys, right?
No. So they did the open.
Oh,
It
okay.
was Jackson and his wife, and they did pretty good.
So explain to me the difference on the trials and so they're doing a whole nother tournament during the trials as well.
So the open was the first day.
Okay.
Trials was the second and third.
Okay.
Technically, I guess, but trials was 2 days. So the open was just like a basic open tournament, intermediate brackets, beginner, things like that.
Yeah.
And then
All no-gi, right?
Yeah. ADCC rules. Still.
Yeah.
And then trials was day 2 and 3, or 1 and 2 of trials was the men's and women's adult professional division, really is what it's called. And that's where you qualify for ADCC if you win it.
So clarify me if I'm wrong. You can go in as like a really solid blue belt, right? And
Yeah,
take
I guess.
and like
And J-Rod this thing or what?
yeah, right.
He
He's
was
a
a
purple belt.
I don't know if he still is, but he
no,
was.
he got his black belt, I believe, last year.
But 2022, he was a purple belt and he won it,
Right,
or at least one of the trials, the West Coast trials, I think it was.
right. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, so you can go into any belt as long as you're good at no-gi and just terrorize the competition.
I guess if you think you can go in as a blue belt and
Are
terrorize that
are most
competition.
these guys? I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of guys that just want to try it out and see what they got.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is. I mean, I don't know about blue belts. I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of purple belts, like Ian Thor
Oh,
from SoCal.
Purple belt's a common belt to go in.
Yeah. I think there was quite a few. I mean, like I said, Ian Morgan, Thor, from SoCal, he was in it. He's a solid purple belt dude.
Yeah.
He made it to day 2, man.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He's this close, man. That guy is a savage, and he's gonna be on top of that podium one day. I know
Yeah,
it, for
that's
sure.
impressive, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeppy, Mr.
yeah.
Yeppy made it to day 2.
He's a brown belt.
Yeah.
right? Still.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's impressive to do. And you're going against high level competition all over the world.
Yeah, dude.
So a lot of people travel to those. It seems like like they'll go hit like the different trials all over the place and enter the opens and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think if you live in the United States, you can qualify for East Coast and West Coast. I don't know how it works. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong, but I know that a lot of these people do get multiple chances, especially if they have dual citizenship, Brazil and here.
Or what
Then they
about
get to
if
do
you
both.
just say you had a bad matchup in the East Coast trials? Can you travel to the West Coast and enter those trials just to see if you can get in?
I think.
I
I mean, I
wouldn't-
don't know I don't know what the specifications are for East Coast, West Coast trials because United States is so big,
Right.
Like they have to split it up. But I know like Jasmine Rocha, Wagner Rocha's daughter.
Yeah.
She did South American trials and West Coast trials, and she didn't win South American. She won this one.
So she should get into ADCC with that, right?
she is now, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just an example of being able to do 2 of them that I know of. I don't know about East Coast and West Coast, but I'm sure you can.
Did you see that girl from Precision, the black belt? We saw her at IBJJF, I think, competing, and she had a nice little run in ADCC, and I believe she made it all the way. Yeah,
She won.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, she was in the finals. I was watching that match. I don't know if it went into overtime or not. I can't remember, but her opponent got hurt attempting a takedown or something, and I kind of think she was still winning it anyways. But that injury kind of put the other girl out, and so she won, but submitted everybody else on the way up.
Wow,
it was a solid run, dude.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never even considered or even thought about doing a tournament like ADCC. Back in the day when we first started, dude, it wasn't like you could find that shit.
No,
it's so
such
big
tough
now.
competition now, dude.
Yeah,
some of those brackets had 256 guys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
Man.
Like a small bracket there is 64 or 128. Like what?
And they let them go all over the mats and off the mats, and they try not to interrupt the flow, right? That's kind of their thing about ADCC.
Yeah, you could see some of these guys going, 10, 15 feet off the mat still, and they won't stop it. They'll move the crowd before they stop it if there's a submission attempt,
Right. They don't want to lose that sub attempt,
Right.
Very cool, though. But back to Fight to Win. That's coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Sacramento. We got David on the card that we know, local guy. Shout out to him. Hopefully he has a hell of a night and, can go out and celebrate. Yeah. I know he's always at those 5 a.m. classes. He opens the gym sometimes when Kalani's not there, I've seen. And very dedicated to the art of jiu-jitsu and grappling, Yeah,
he puts in a lot of time.
Yeah.
I think he was also running a program here at Ironside Muay Thai here in Lodi.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where he was running a jiu-jitsu program there, and for some reason or another, I don't think it's going on anymore. But I'm sure that he would do it again if there was enough interest.
That's always been something I really admire. A younger guy like that, even a purple belt, going out and teaching, and they're so dedicated. And I think purple belt is an underestimated belt. You're so talented at purple belt. It's the crafty belt where you start making up your own subs, and you know enough about defense, you know enough about offense, so you can be active. You can explore different guards, and purple belt's a really fun belt. I love. Speaking, you're a purple belt right now.
I love it, dude. I love
it. It's the easiest belt. You're not held to a higher standard.
Yeah.
If you tap to the brown belts, it's still cool. If you tap a brown belt, it's still cool. You know.
No, I do. I like this belt. It's fun. It's
there's
a lot of fun.
There's no huge responsibilities at purple belt.
No.
And then you get to start teaching and running kids classes typically. And purple belt's a good one, man. I miss my purple belt days.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I'm gonna ride it out. I love it. I got like 8 years out of my blue belt, so I know I can get at least 8 or 9 out of this one.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
No one wants to stay belt.
I'm just joking.
But purple belt is one that if you could, you would, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No.
It's a good fun belt to be a part of. So,
but Fight to Win this weekend. So it's Friday. It's in the Hyatt.
Tomorrow. So as you're listening to this episode's going to drop tomorrow, Friday.
Right.
So
I gotta start talking like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
So this is today.
It is this evening.
This evening. Make sure you go check it out.
5 p.m. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. It's going to be a late one at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Sacramento. I'm not sure the exact address, but if you Google that, I'm sure that would help.
Yeah, Hyatt Regency.
I've been there before for some MMA fights and stuff.
Really?
And actually, when I tried getting into the Army, I went there too for MEPS. Actually.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool little spot.
I think we brought it up before on one of the earlier episodes, but that Fight to Win documentary on Flow with Seth and how he goes into it, it's basically going to be a good party.
Yeah.
He's going to turn that Hyatt Regency into a fun jiu-jitsu party for everyone.
I love the elevated stage.
Yeah.
I feel like you could see it better.
Yeah, that's what's missing in some of the local grappling events, in my opinion. When there's a lot of people, it sucks because you want to stand up and you want to see the action, or maybe you're filming something, or you're trying to get your husband's match on tape for him so he could analyze it later.
I get the point of having it on the ground though for safety. I do. And too, to that point, maybe it's even harder to get like some permitting for places.
That could
where you have
definitely
it
insurance. That
but what
could
do
be
you
a
guys
factor.
think? We should put that on Instagram as a question.
Me personally, I've never been to an event where they're on their stage, but it makes sense to me. I would put them on a stage.
I see. That's the thing too. Is I'm talking like I've been there. I've never been there. It just looks
Actually,
nice.
no, I have been to a Fight to Win. It was at a high school, and they were on a stage. So I didn't think it was bad. They had plenty of room. No one even got close to getting thrown off the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I but more of like a gymnasium stage. It wasn't a Fight to Win, Submission Pro Tour.
Okay.
And that was on the stage. It was the Stockton versus 916, 209, 916 one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's a lot of good local talent. A couple guys you train with were there, and
nice.
Curly brothers both competed on that card, and
Nice.
I think JC got his purple belt that night. So
Sweet. That was a while ago.
yeah, it was a few years ago. But I personally like them on the stage. Put them up there, put them, in the center action. And then the cool thing is if your production value is good enough, you could put a screen up or something along those lines too.
True.
So really add to the production value of the card, make sure everyone can see everything.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be times even on the stage where they may be on the opposite side and you can't see nothing.
Yeah.
So that's where the screen's going to come in handy and really make it nice. But there's been a lot of Fight to Wins locally.
So
right?
yeah, I looked at it. They have this one in Sacramento, and don't quote me on the order of these afterwards, but they're going to Reno at some point.
Driving distance?
I thought I saw Utah or something, and they're coming back to, or maybe it was Colorado, and then they're coming back to San Francisco, April 27th.
So a couple in the area that we can all make it out to, and
Yeah.
that seems like a good time, man.
I'm gonna plan to go to the 27th one. I just gotta, don't you roll your eyes at me.
That time I did roll my eyes, guys.
Dude. All right.
I told him specifically, like, Chris, you're not going to go, bro. And he's like, I'm going to tell everyone I'm going.
That is not, now you're telling lies on. All right. So, no, I'm gonna definitely try to plan that. I'm gonna talk to the babysitter, aka in-laws, and see if we can get that planned out because that's gonna be a fun one.
Is there
Both of them will be obviously, but
is there any title matches that Fight the Win has had titles in the past?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Samir wasn't he the Fight to Win champion?
Probably.
Samir Satri.
He's
Yeah.
been champion in a few things.
Yeah, no,
Like
I
the
just
world.
remember seeing the Fight to Win belt, and
Yeah.
so that's pretty impressive. But that Seth guy, if anyone gets hurt or anything, he's going to hop in there and compete, to make it a good card still. So.
Yeah. And speaking of championship matches, Meredith from my academy was supposed to have a match on this one Friday for the title, 135 pound, and the opponent said she's not ready, needs more time or something. I don't know what the excuse was, but basically it's not happening now. Not excuse. She probably has a valid reason, but
You said excuse.
she probably has a valid reason. Who knows? Life happens, but hopefully they can make that happen soon.
Yeah. Should be a good card though. Should be a good card. I'm looking forward to it. It should be on Flow Grappling. If you're not going to be in person there, check it out on Flow Grappling. That's where Chris will be at his front house or living room, with the popcorn and the kids watching on Flow
Oh,
Grappling.
no. That's where you're wrong. Kids will be gone, brother.
Okay.
I'm going to have the curtains closed, popcorn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to have your feet up.
Feet are up,
No kids running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and it should be a good one. Like I said, I've been looking and trying to find like a lineup or a fight card, or I don't like to call them fights, but a lineup card or whatever of matches, and I can't find anything. Maybe I'm just dumb. That's very, very much so probably the case.
Chris
but
is going to force me to hire a Google master.
we need our own Jamie.
Yeah, if you can,
That guy can find anything.
No, but if you can look things up on Google, you'd be very beneficial to the show.
I can look things up on Google, bro. All right, this guy knows how to hook up some. All right, you know what? This title
He
of
was
this
gonna
episode,
insult me
ladies
there,
and gentlemen,
guys.
is the guys who feud it out.
You know, sometimes you got to air these things out, though.
Yeah.
You know, to keep the show going.
I get it.
But I'm excited about it. We should have a good fight card. Looking forward to all the local events coming up this summer. You know, a lot of people are planning things. A lot of events going on. A lot of seminars coming up. You want to play a game real quick?
What kind of game?
Okay, I'm gonna name off
Oh God.
a couple people, and I want you to tell me.
Time out. Are these people we know personally?
No,
All right. What? So
maybe. I
I
don't.
don't-
I don't
I
know.
don't-
I don't
I
know who you're all in with, but
what does that mean?
But
you know
maybe.
who I don't know. Let's start there.
I mean, maybe. And then you find out down the road you're cousins. You know.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna just spitfire a couple names, and you tell me if they're overrated or underappreciated.
Oh gosh. All right.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Okay.
Be
okay.
nice.
I'm gonna be real nice. I'm gonna
I
be real
don't
nice.
Trust you, Dave.
Okay. I'm gonna start out with a legend.
Okay. So overrated or
And,
underappreciated?
and I'm gonna give you like a quick second if you want to explain why, if you're like feeling bad for rating them that or feeling whatever.
All right.
You
let's
can
go.
explain why.
Fire away.
Okay, first one, Ken Shamrock, overrated or underappreciated?
Oh man, that's a hard one right there, buddy. I gotta say, oh man, I kind of gotta say underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
I do,
Okay.
because he's known in the area as one of the pioneers as well.
Yeah.
you know, he started things out in this area too, and kind of gave us a little bit of a name starting out. You
Yeah,
know,
Lockford,
um,
original Lions Den coming out of Lockford.
I mean, I remember I knew of him in the WC or WWE or whatever
Yeah.
before fighting, but I don't know. I think maybe underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
I do.
Okay, that
'Cause
shocked me on
I
that
think
one.
I know, but I think that people got to understand that he kind of sort of paved the way a little bit.
Yeah.
Put his
Definitely a
body through hell to
pioneer.
pave the
Yeah.
way for everybody. So
I mean, he had help from the juice.
everybody does nowadays, right? According
Right.
to Nate Diaz,
Right.
they're all on steroids.
Yep.
he's probably right.
All right, second one, Kimbo Slice,
Oh,
overrated or underappreciated?
oh my God, why are you doing this to me?
I love the guy. R.I.P.
I do
R.I.P.
too,
Kimbo.
but I gotta say he's overrated.
Overrated?
I do. Did you see that first match he had? It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like.
Well, he
and
did
I
good
hate
in the
RIP,
beginning.
Brother,
He
I'm
had,
sorry, but
yeah.
he didn't put in. He thought he could rely on his power,
Yeah.
and it got him through Miami,
Yeah.
but didn't get him through the cage very well.
Didn't get him through the UFC. He had a pretty good run in Strike Force.
Against who?
He knocked out a bunch of nobodies.
Exactly.
Didn't he knock out Ken Shamrock?
I don't know.
Yeah.
When he was 58.
Yeah.
Yeah. you know.
He had some big names on his record. But
Overrated.
I love Kimbo.
I do too.
I
Don't
love
get me
him,
wrong. Rest
but
in peace,
You're
sir.
saying as a fighter,
As a
overrated.
fighter, overrated.
Yeah. As a human, definitely underappreciated.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Right. I hear nothing but good things about the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm helping you out here. You know, this is fun. Hoist Gracie,
Underappreciated, bud.
underappreciated.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I'm a huge Hoist
Do I
fan.
have to explain why?
I'm a huge Hoist fan. I just had to throw it
All
in
right.
there. Okay.
Moving on.
All right. Let me give you another one.
Oh God, you're here we go. I
Well,
can see it.
Let me give you another one. Mark the Hammer Coleman.
Man, okay.
Overrated?
Underappreciated.
Yeah.
Dude is a hero.
Yeah. I
Come
think
No
if
matter
you're not,
what he did in the in or out
Yeah.
of fighting, he's a hero. He's underappreciated.
if you're not a Mark Coleman fan right now, after everything that guy's been through, getting sober, getting healthy, his hip issues, his infection in his hip, to saving his parents and losing his dog, man, that guy right now,
He tried to go back for the dog.
what
though.
a savage, bro. He
Like he didn't just
Yeah.
not save it. He tried and he just physically couldn't.
Yeah.
He exhausted his body because he saved so many or
saved
did
his
so much
parents,
saving.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
so
what an amazing
he
human
needs
being,
to give
dude.
the BMF belt out. He needs to
Oh,
strap
yeah, I'm
it.
with that for
Did
sure.
you hear Max
yeah,
Holloway
Max
say that?
Holloway throwing it out there.
100%. Dana, make it happen. I know. I'll give him a call later on. No, I'm just kidding. But all right. moving
Yeah,
on.
if you're not a Mark Coleman fan right now, I just had to make sure we're all
Underappreciated.
loving that guy. But
Come on, let's get some grapplers. You keep going with fighters.
okay,
here.
okay. Michael Jordan.
I said grapplers.
You don't think Michael Jordan could grapple, dude? He's the most athletic man in the world.
Probably not right now.
He could dunk from the 3-point line, dude.
So could I.
Michael Jordan is the man, dude. If he wanted to train jiu-jitsu, do you think he could like get his black belt pretty quick?
Probably he's a billionaire.
You're saying he'd have to pay for it.
No, I'm saying there's a difference between celebrity black belts and legit black belts.
But let's say Michael Jordan in his prime, like 1995, Michael Jordan walked in to train with the Gracies. How long do you think it would take him to get a black belt?
I don't know, man. This is a weird. I said grapplers, and you went to the best basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
Nobody can argue that. Try it. I dare you.
Yeah, it's a hard one to argue. There's good
You got
guys,
me
but
moving
Michael
around
Jordan
and
is
kicking my
yeah.
microphone over here. Let's talk grapplers.
Okay.
Moving on.
You want to just go straight grapplers?
We just had ADCC trials. We got
I was
all
just trying
these
to change it
competitors,
up,
and you're
you
going
know?
with Michael Jordan.
I just was curious. He came to my mind, dude. I love Michael Jordan.
Underappreciated. But moving on.
Underappreciated for
Yes.
sure, dude. I don't see how there's still people arguing that he's not the best basketball player in the world. Okay.
They didn't live it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's true. That's very
We've
true.
lived both. They didn't live it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Grapplers. Gordon Ryan.
Holy shit. All right. Pre-juice?
Lay it on me, baby.
I don't think he's underappreciated, and I don't think he's overrated. I think everybody understands who he is.
Yeah.
So
and what
that-
is that?
He's the best no-gi grappler in the world.
Yeah.
Let's try to argue it.
It's a hard argument to, who's out there beating him.
Yeah. When somebody beats him, we'll have that conversation. But right now, he's neither.
So, speaking of that, Nicky Ryan gets better and better every time he goes against Gordon.
Right.
I mean, he's just proved it.
Nicky
right?
Rod, you mean?
Or sorry. Yeah. Nicky Rod. He gets better and better every time he goes against Gordon.
Broke his foot last time.
Allegedly.
Mm.
I never saw a cast or anything like that. I don't know.
Yeah, he also disappeared with tummy issues after that. So
I don't know I'm not feeding into the speculation anywhere, but I think that they are a good matchup. And I'm just thinking, how long before Nicky Rod gets actually his hand raised? Do you think it could be this ADCC? Do you think it's possible?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say because
He destroyed him last time, and Gordon takes ADCC very serious.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to bet against Gordon Ryan.
Yeah.
It is. Until he loses, it's like hard to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, Nicky Rod's on his heels, I think. I mean, the Black Belt Slayers is got one more left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very impressive, man. Very impressive for being so young, dude. He's a baby, dude.
Nicky Rod is?
Yeah.
He's a
super
big guy,
young.
so I can't
Still in
imagine
his
how-
20s, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a baby.
Didn't he get his black belt on a podcast with Craig Jones goes here and just handed it to him on a podcast live or whatever?
I didn't see it. I
I'm
didn't
pretty
see
sure
it.
that's how he got his black belt. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's think of another grappler. Who do we got? Mika Gaval.
Damn it. I want to say he's overrated, but it's hard to say that too. Did you see what he did at Pan Am's?
Right.
Yeah, it's hard
He's
to.
impressive.
Yeah. But they don't test Pan Am champs.
Juice or no juice,
Just
right?
world champs.
Right?
I don't
Juice
know if that's true
no
or not,
juice?
but I don't know, man. He's another one I don't think is underappreciated or overrated.
Yeah.
I know that's not fair. I keep giving those answers, but
Yeah, you go for the political answer. It's okay.
it's not the political answer. It's just what it is. Like I literally know I respect their games enough. They're both monsters.
I'm not asking if you respect their game though. Let's think of them as like a juicer, right?
That's what they are. But
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Think of him as a juicer. You're
I would-
saying
I
he's
would
making
lean-
a good run, but
I would
is it from
lean-
help of the juice?
I'd
say
lean-
overrated in that case.
I was just gonna say I would lean to overrated if I had to pick one.
Yeah.
For Mika Gaval.
Okay.
My answer still stands for Gordon Ryan.
Okay. Craig Jones.
Underappreciated, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He's good, man. Like he's definitely not Gordon Ryan, but that guy's good, bro. He's savage.
Yeah. Just imagine if they could have kept their like beef all together, like their crew. Like those are the top grapplers in the game right now.
Yeah.
And they just kept adding like badass grapplers to it, you know, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. Like,
Yeah.
well, come on.
Yeah, no. Craig Jones underappreciated.
Andre Galvao.
your boy. I'm gonna say overrated.
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 Okay. You want to elaborate?
You look at you staring at me because there's no way that man got that big without a little juice either along the way. So his entire career is in question to me.
Ooh.
If you ask me, I mean,
Chris is throwing out some huge allegations
dude.
towards these guys.
I mean, come on, dude. It's not allegations. It's called common sense, bro. The guy has no neck and he's 5'6".
yeah.
He's in the
He's a big
heavyweight
boy.
division at 5'6" or whatever he is. Let's talk about it. Come on now.
JT Torres.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know JT Torres?
No,
He's
pretty
OG.
stupid.
I think his gym is called Essential Jiu Jitsu. He trained with Andre Galvao for a little while, and he's been in the game. He competes a lot still. OG.
Yeah,
to
I don't
me.
know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Let's move on. I'm going to give you one more.
One more.
Let me think of a good one.
People are going to start arguing with me. You
Dude,
think Andre
yeah.
Galvao's
Yeah,
overrated?
what the hell's wrong with you?
I have my reasons.
Okay.
That's my reason, the steroids. Do you
Con-
think anybody's listening that does steroids going, fuck?
Conor McGregor. Overrated or underappreciated?
All right. Are we talking about fighter or
As a everything. You interpret it how you want.
as a fighter? I think he's overrated. As a businessman, I think he's underappreciated. I don't think enough people played to their game against him. I think he got in people's heads and made them play his game.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, made them play his game. Exactly. And
He baited him into
how
it.
many grapplers did he have striking with him for 5 rounds? That's the dumbest thing.
Nate Diaz in the second fight struck with him all 5 rounds.
Exactly. So
Even though in the first fight he beat him in the first or second round with the rear naked choke.
yeah, he slapped a lazy rear naked choke around his neck and he lifted his neck. He wanted
Yeah.
it to end, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
He punched him, he lifted, and he choked him. That's
Yeah.
simple.
yeah.
Okay, I got one more for you. BJ Penn.
Underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
If I can even say that, I know if you know MMA and you know jiu-jitsu, you appreciate the shit out of BJ Penn, but underappreciated, I'd say.
Okay.
One of the OGs, man.
Okay, I got
Honest.
one more for you.
You said that.
Sorry,
Okay, all
sorry.
right.
One more. This is the last one, guys. I'm promising you.
It's gonna. Oh God, it's a
Okay,
doozy.
and think of this as a grappler. Okay.
Is it a grappler or not?
Yes,
Think of it
yes,
as
yes.
one. Okay.
Brock Lesnar.
As a grappler,
Yes, Brock Lesnar.
underappreciated.
Underappreciated.
He showed a lot of power in the UFC, but that man was a national champion and a dominant wrestler.
Yes.
So,
And
I
I
would
think
never want that man to put his hands on me and grab me. No thanks.
it killed me that, Randy Couture, right? He was the heavyweight champion. He had to fight Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
It just killed me that Randy was so small, because if that was a wrestling match and they were both similar in size,
Yeah.
that would have been one of the best wrestling matches like in the UFC.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure. But Brock Lesnar is massive.
Oh, that guy's huge.
He just got out of the WWF at that point.
There's
and
some
was-
crazy allegations against him right now.
About what?
We'll get into that later, but yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff, dude. He might be going to jail or something.
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Why
dude.
we got to get into it later? It's too juicy for the pod.
Oh no, everyone's talking about
I'm gonna
it.
start calling it the pod.
Everyone's talking about it. Like Vince McMahon's going to jail. Like
What?
there's some like human trafficking allegations,
Oh,
and
my
Brock
goodness.
Lesnar's tied into it.
Are you?
Yeah, if you follow pro wrestling, you know all about
Dude, I
this.
didn't
am
hear
talking
anything about this,
very,
dude.
very old news, but
Really? I
this
must
has
be
been
living under
going
a
on.
rock.
Yeah, this has been going on for probably like a month now at least. Like there's text messages, there's things like that involved.
Wow. Last thing I saw of Brock Lesnar was his beast of a daughter just won shot put or something, and he was
Yeah.
hugging her. That's the last thing I ever saw of him
Yeah,
for a while.
The thing about Brock too, I seen a documentary about him, and he's very, like he doesn't want to be around people. So, if this all is true and the allegations do pan out, like he's just gonna disappear. Like he doesn't want to be around people anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay, one more DC.
Oh my
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Here we
kidding. I'm
go.
kidding. I'm kidding. We all love DC. But make sure
As
you
a
go.
grappler, underappreciated.
Yeah.
He's freaking,
You
come on
answered
now.
it anyways.
He's an Olympic medalist. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, he's badass. But go check out Grapplers Talk. We are on YouTube. We're on Instagram. Grapplers Talk. Make sure you like, subscribe to the episodes. Go download. Tell your friends about the podcast. You never know. We might be at an event near you. If we are, come say hi. Ask us about our stickers. We are out of shirts, right?
Yeah, I got like one extra large and one medium left.
Yeah, we're pretty much out of shirts. So if you're interested in ordering, let us know, and we'll get some pre-orders made up for Grapplers Talk t-shirts. Other than that, this is episode 5. I'm Dave,
I'm Chris.
and we are out.
This is Grapplers Talk.